again of Belfast comes through to win the Humber Bridge Marathon in just under 2 hours 20 minutes. First prize of 1250, well done, 2 hours 19:52. Well run as he received his prize there. Excellent run. Stephen Forster there of Sunderland comes through in 2 hours 20 minutes and 9 seconds. Looking tired, but well run. Last time I saw him running this he did 2:40, but he has done a 2:16 and he's turned it on today. Gary Spring, who looks so fresh at 20 miles, comes through to third place at 600 pounds, 2 hours 20 minutes and 35 seconds. The youngest of the three. So, experience won out. He's got away, he's in fourth place, he's the first veteran home. He's 43 years of age. He's won this quite easily. The first vet's prize of £500 and he's run that exceptionally, under 2 hours 22, excellent run. And he looks tired. But he's run very well. First locally born man to finish, now living in Bridlington, president of Bridlington Roadrunners. Chris Robinson here has come from Helston in Cornwall. His best time before today was 2:25, so he's run a PB, 2:22.22. He's looking really tired as well. Having been dropped slightly at the end there by Michael Hurd. And so we have a bit of a gap here now, and we're looking for the first North Bank club runner to finish, who we believe will be Jim Dingwall. Let's run it from Telford. Looks like he's got away from Jim. Number 22. He's just finishing in just under 2:25, 2:24.57. Number 22 from Telford. Just momentarily forgotten his name. Of course, was David Brown. Was that a PB for David Brown? I think it was, wasn't it? Yes, it was a PB. Well done, David. Now we're looking for Jim Dingwall. However, the next runner to finish is Eric Seedhouse of City of Hull. Eric's run a very canny race. He's come through very well. He's not run far outside his best time either. Very well run. Well done. And he looks absolutely at it. He really does look done in.
Bit dramatic, wasn't it?
Yeah. And the next runner just coming onto the field now is Jim Dingwall. Jim Dingwall is the second veteran, second runner from City of Hull AC. He's looking behind, he's running well. He's looking behind at John Barker, that's why. So Jim is just finishing now. He's looked behind again. Jimmy must be feeling desperately tired. He's looked behind twice to see where John is. He'll be pleased to see this finishing line today. 2 hours 26 and 36 seconds. John Barker's run exceptionally well. Jim looks absolutely finished today. A commiseration or congratulations from John Barker, depending which way you look at it. Two well-known local runners there. And Jim, of course, has the consolation of picking up the second Veterans Prize. So the next runner to finish is number 5, I think.
David Mansbridge.
Yeah, David Mansbridge of Telford AC. So the second Telford man's in, but remember there's 2 City of Hull men in. In 2 hours, 28 and 42 seconds. And Sean Callaghan comes next. He didn't feature at all in most of our shots, but he's here now, and he's finishing in a very good time. 2 hours, 28 minutes and 58 seconds.
Oh, we've seen him.
Started up there.
Yeah.
Next runner to finish is from Olympic AC, number 15. Olympic AC's first runner. I'm ready. 2, 3.
Just hope the shot in.
And so a couple of wheelchair participants come through now. Excellent. Olympic have got the third runner in, number 20, just finishing. Olympic AC from Belfast have 3 runners in. Matthew Shields, 2 hours 31. 7:94, just finishes. 7:03 first marathon, we believe, for 7:03. He featured pretty well early on. He's run 2:31. Looks quite tired. Olympic AC's 4th runners in. Olympic AC have won the team prize. So first marathon for that man, and Olympic AC take the team prize. Yeah. Run well. Help with the team prize for the Northern Ireland team of Olympic AC.
Now that will really give them a boost in the team prize. Here they come running in together. Possibly a personal best for Steve Circle. Not quite. 2:37.
So there's 3 Valley Striders in, we believe, now.
Excellent time to be.
So, number 99 finishes now. 2:34.
Patrick Walsh, Liverpool.
Patrick Walsh from Liverpool. So first marathon, is it, Patrick?
Yeah, so it's 2:25.
2:25, so a bit down as Patrick today. South Kent Harriers there, number 10.
2:22. He's
2:22.
Stephen Allman.
So Steve Allman is a bit down on his best time, but he looks quite fresh at least. Quite enjoyed himself. The big question mark is number 27 there. Peter Russell of Romney Marsh, also South Kent Harriers, so they put a couple in there, but I don't think they've got any real backup. First team prize is gone. So Valley Striders have got 3 in. So the story of the day is a double success for Belfast, with the name of the winner, Marty Dean. And Michael Dean, should I say, and in way of the first team, Olympic AC. They easily won the first team prize, with the last man in about 14th spot or so. Next one to finish is number 33. Philip Jones of Shrewsbury, so he's come away. 2:32 man, he's had to do with 2:36 today. Now we're looking for 1 or 2 local runners who are looking for PBs. Can't see us all, can you? The 28 finishes there.
Kelly, Barrow in Furness.
David Kelly of Barrow in Furness. We've seen him on some of the other shots.
AC team Northern Ireland, but all 5 of their finishers, or their runners, have actually.
So the next runner now come through quite strongly. He's obviously looking to break. This is John Haynes of Cleethorpes. John Haynes, I don't know whether this is a PB, but it's an excellent run anyway. John Haynes has been fit, he's got himself fit for today. This is Johnny Haynes there from Cleethorpes AC. Very popular local runner, just finishing now. Looks tired, but he's done it.
2:38 PB.
He's just outside his PB, but a good run. Number 31 now, finishing. Peter Bates from Bury AC.
31.
And 21 just finishing now. Another Telford runner, so David Jackson just finishes. He's looking a bit disorientated. The marathon takes its toll again. So the next runner to finish is number 520 in 2 hours, just outside 2 hours 40. As a wheelchair competitor, just finishes number 50 in 3rd place.
Barry Cooper from Bromsgrove, he's 3rd
Number 46 just finishing. Bill Gardner there. And number 35, Valley Striders again. Looks like Valley Striders have closed in a team. Angelo Velasquillo. Yeah, this wind has took a bit of it certainly slowed some of the times down, which makes Michael Dean's winning time of 2:19.52 excellent, given the blustery cold conditions. And now number 34 finishing. Mike Haley. South Kent Harriers, they put 3 in now. 13, number 13. Paul Bassett there from Stoke. Yeah. Looks a bit tired as
athlete. Runs consistently well around about the 2:25 mark. A little bit slower today, but I'm sure
it won't be. A 2:25 man will never be pleased with a 2:42. And the chap lost his number there. His number 494. And Valley Striders definitely closed in now. Number 44. Michael Tomlinson now of Alan Tomlinson of Holton Price Roadrunners, not as good as London. He's picking up a bit of a sprint here. He's obviously feeling quite fresh. Good run there. Good run to the finish. He's glad to finish. 2 hours 43:20. And he looks fresh. So, Mike, it remains to be seen what the local lads are going to do. There's quite a group there. It's time we started to see them, isn't it?
Well, Alan's the first one in. I think really now, perhaps, but you're looking at 250, around 250 for the likes of Shane. The wind's taken its toll today, hasn't it?
Right. So what was his PB before today?
2:45.
Yeah.
And I would guess the conditions today probably added 5 minutes on.
Yeah.
Runners of that ability, and I think you'll probably find their times will be 5 minutes down on PBs.
Really? I thought he was running better than that, but they certainly don't seem to be in sight yet, do they?
Well, 20 miles to the finish, a lot of things can happen, and people will slow down, and I think that's what will happen today. I'll be interested to hear the story of Eric Seedhouse, where he took the break, because he was way behind the front pack at, what, 14, 15 miles when we saw him?
That's right.
And he certainly picked it up later on and ended up actually in the first aid tent.
Any news of his condition then?
Yeah, I saw him leave about 5 minutes later, so I assume
he's okay.
He's okay. And I'm informed that he's doing his 100k run next week.
Well, that's Eric now is getting quite a name for this, isn't he?
But whether today was good preparation, I don't know.
I wouldn't have thought so. Right, so it looks like Rod Train just coming through.
Yeah, we'll mention him earlier.
He's obviously picked up to his best form. I mean, this is phenomenal, isn't it?
Rod has one pace from the moment he sets off to the moment he finishes. Very consistent runner, and he just works his way through the field in the latter stages.
Now, the runner just in front of him is
I'll pick the number out there.
We've got 808. But number 49 here is Rod Train, who had well into the veteran status.
808, Ian Darley, Sheffield.
Ian Darley of Sheffield, and Rod Train went through in 2:25:28. Excellent performance, because Rod must be 45 now, is he?
About 45.
Yeah. So Rod Train's had a very good run there. And number 16. Philip Hall of Grantham.
222 man, Pete.
A 222 man, so this race has took its toll of reputations today.
Always nice to see him run well. Fourth this year in the Derby Marathon and ran very well at London earlier in the year, 222.
So number 25 just finishes from Sunderland. John Madison. Yeah. 234 man, he's suffered today. And now is Jim Rogers coming through from East Hull Harriers. Jim, who's could do with losing a few pounds to be at his best form. Jim there finishes in 2:47.16.
James Rogers for Paul, local man.
Number 725 finishes now. Some Stockport.
Was Michael Green from Stockport.
Michael Green there, of course. Personal best, number 111 from Grimsby. Looks pleased. He's pleased to be back home. Patrick Fowler there from Hyde just finishes.
241 then.
241, so he's lost 7 minutes off his PB. And a cutaway number here, number 38. Number 818, a Grimsby lad there. 465. Here's Steve Sharman now.
Oh no, he's having a great run, is Steve. Mention him.
Steve Sharman here coming. He's under a bit of pressure for a place here, but Steve Sharman here of East Hull Harriers is doing a very good time. Number 91. Number 115 in front. Steve's getting a PB here. He's breaking 250 for the first time. 249.38.
256.
256. He took 7 minutes off his PB. So there's been a lot of training to achieve that on a day like today.
He's beat Trev Shields.
Yeah. Where is Trevor Shields?
Put in there.
Yeah. Two runners finishing now. One's holding the leg muscle, so obviously in some cramp or some other problem. Number 109 there. Thanet, chap come from Folkestone today. Thanet AC. Number 726 there. Peter Hill there from Dewsbury, of course.
And here she is, she's on the field now. Let's start putting our hands together.
53 here from Grimsby just coming through as Leslie Watson just comes on the field. Leslie Watson's coming through to the finish for the first ladies' prize of £500. So Leslie Watson finishes now. So Leslie Watson now wins the ladies' race in 2:51. Did not threaten the record, of course, of 2:38, but she's won easily today. Rotherham lad just come through, number 107. Martin Masters of Sheffield and Rotherham AC there. David Weegstar from Hull there finishing. Another Valley Striders, number 18, Martin Hobson. Martin Hobson, a 2:25 man, just finishes. 2:23 man, should I say. Now we have a big gap and we're still waiting for the Shane Pages of the world. Yeah. Well, we had great hopes for Shane today. He seemed to have it steady. He seemed to be running steady. He was at 118 at halfway, and we thought there were good things going to happen. But it's a troublesome wind. At a certain pace as well. If you drop below a certain pace, I think you get cold today.
Yeah.
Which is not good for running efficiency.
The Hot 100, of course, which the Humberside Marathon is part of that series this year. You can see their banners nicely displayed at the finish area here. Martin's the man who goes around the country making sure that everything goes well at all these races. Martin Miller from the London Roadrunners Club.
There's another Grimsby lad, I believe, finishing, number 162. Another Valley Striders. Valley Striders have been out in force today. 661. Interestingly, one of the City of Hull, possibly Hull's premier running club, have only got 2 runners in so far. So there's quite a gaggle of runners here now. Number 108. East Hull Harriers are putting more runners up now than City of Hull. How many East Hull are in? Is that 3 or 4?
Yeah, 4 I think.
Yeah. So where are our middlemen, I wonder?
At the end, I think.
Yeah.
Not in the middle.
So now the question is, will another City man get in under 3 hours? Gordon Gibson got in under 3 hours in a memorable piece of videotape history a few years ago. You remember that, do you?
No, I don't know.
Rob was commentating, and it was like the combined forces of ITV and BBC put together.
He opened his legs and showed his class, did he, Pete?
And words to a similar effect. And so there's just, as the seconds tick by, do we see Shane Page coming into the picture? Three more runners here. None of them have local vests on. One runner here is finishing with an almighty sprint for which there is no response. Number 164 finishes in a blaze. 164 there, 105. Another East Hull runner, putting City of Hull to shame here, as have Grimsby, who've also had a number of runners in.
Give you the official winning time by the winner, who was Martin Dean, remind you, 2:19.51 the winning time, so missing the course record, and the prize that goes with that, which a very, very creditable time indeed. In fact, I think the third fastest that we've had over the 9 years.
Just like running, can't you, Sean?
Yeah.
Third fastest time that we've had over the course. The ladies' winners' time, Leslie Watson, 2:51.33.
Bring your drink out if you want. Don't you bring one out? I've waited for the 3 hours.
About the third fastest.
And so, as the time ticks by, we're getting quite chilly here. This wind has taken its effect.
2 hours 35.
So most of the results are wrapped up now. It's just about personal battles people have with their own expectations and limitations. And there'll be a lot of limitations going on now, with certain runners we think may have stopped. Would you think Shane might drop out? Mike, is that a thing he does or not?
No, he doesn't drop out, and I hope he buys this video as well, Pete, because the number of times he's got mentioned, if it was royalties, he'd be a rich man by now, I think.
I think I see him. Do I see him, or is that Jack Hill? Is that Jack Hill in front? No, it's Shane.
This is Shane.
This is Shane.
Is he walking?
Is he going to break 3 hours? Is Shane going to break 3 hours? We ask ourselves. It's an awful long way. The seconds are ticking by. Is he going to break 3 hours? Shane has suffered tremendously here. The third City of Hull runner to finish. Yes, he's done it. And he's broken a 3 hour mark.
Living in Hull and having a drink back again. You get what you said. 119. We just beat the 3 hour mark. Magic 3 hours.
What are you trying to do? I was going to take it off, that was all.
I'll go in this and get some Mars bar as well.
What do you want to do? Switch it off.
So you can see the other side, what awaits the runners as they finish. The medal, the official pat on the back, and we have all the other video photographers here as well. Going back round, we then have yet another grateful finisher, number 132, a Grimsby runner.
What we predicted, the winners with a position of 12, 13 and 16, Olympic Athletic Club from Northern Ireland.
Don't count me, I'm not running.
Right, I think we have our second ready now, do we? In the green and white there, June Cooper from Imperial Athletic Club then, just coming in down about 50 metres to go now. Best time of 2:47. I know we do two really athletes today. Should be very, very pleased to finish in a very, very good second place. June Cooper from Imperial Athletic Club in Harrogate.
The presentations will take place about 10 minutes in fact here on the stage at 2:15. I just wanted to say that you can't still with all our runners, a good round of applause has been coming, so I'm sure you will do.
So Rob, the Humber Marathon, you've been watching the event. What have you made of City of Hull's performance today?
Well, I thought, given that we didn't have a lot of runners out, I think that everybody's performed pretty well under the circumstances. I mean, I know the times are a little bit down on what we would have expected, but I think given the conditions, I don't think you could have expected people to run much better than that. Everybody gave, well, everything they had to give. You could tell that by the finishing straight.
Yeah.
3 runners under 3 hours, I suppose, in retrospect, it doesn't sound a very good figure, but every one of those 3 runners, I think, run as well as they could possibly have expected to do today, given the
Eric's
circumstances.
run? I mean, he was quite bad at the end, wasn't he?
That's right. Well, I saw Eric on several occasions during the route. When I first saw Eric, he was well up the field. He was trying to take the second pack back towards the leading 2 runners, Corrin and Herd, at the early stages. When we then saw Eric again at about 11, 12 miles at Thornton Curtis, he was suffering, or he appeared to be suffering, because the second pack had come through past him and he dropped off. Later on, however, we see Eric coming back. I saw Eric again at 24.5 miles and he's with Jim again. And then, of course, he's had obviously a tremendous gutsy finish. Let's hope he hasn't paid for it, because I understand he's got 100k next weekend.
Not very wise, I would suggest.
Well, perhaps it's what we would call sprint training. I mean, 100k is a bit different in distance.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, he must have taken a lot out of himself, but a very gutsy run.
Where did Ian Corrin drop out?
I didn't actually see him drop out, but I know he, I mean, when I last saw Corrin properly, it was at 12 miles, and he was still, he was up with Herd. What I understand had happened immediately after that was that Herd had made a break and got away from Corrin at that particular stage. By 18 again, Herd had been swallowed up in that leading pack. Now, where Corrin dropped out, I can't really say at this stage.
We must give absolute praise to Herd's run at nearly 44 years of age.
I think
21.
I think it's an outstanding run when you think of the, first of all, the age, but certainly you think of the conditions today. To try to judge this race very finely today must have been a very hard thing to do.
I thought they went out too hard, those 2 at the start.
Yes, I did. Myself and Laurie Jones were under the opinion when we saw them at 6 that neither of those 2 would be the winner. But having said that, I mean, it's still a very good run by Herd.
We should give this gentleman 100% applause. He's walked all the way, walking sticks.
That's a superb. That's what it's all about, isn't it? It's about personal achievement.
Has he walked all this from yesterday, is he? Or
I have no idea how long it's taken.
I think he's started off yesterday to walk this route, and he's finished today. He's an inspiration to anybody.
He is, isn't he? I mean, that's what it's all about. It's all about making the most of your own talents and your own abilities.
Yeah. Well, Rob, thank you very much indeed.
Okay, Peter, I've enjoyed watching.
It's been excellent. Thank you.
Pete, have you got Jim's keys, car keys? I'll give him his keys.
Is he in the bar?
Yeah.
I'll see you later.
I'll park over there with you.
I've got a great shot to see.
It's quite a few runners coming in at the moment, so... Have you seen the video on the...
Yeah, just
leave it. All right.
Nothing left from home. It's a third level. And the final super seems to be honesty. Sorry, that's one of the super gentlemen. We're getting up to the top of the two level, I think. Third level.
Out of the way.
Where's he gone?
I've knocked it off because it wasn't just slightly, second, and then what? So I thought rather than confused, and so I went to the back. Yes, the back was open. That's fine. Okay. And what I was going to say is, right, take it off. Great. No, that's right. Yeah, I can take this down to the way. Just in front. I'll take it out.
We've got a slight problem. We're going into our league in 4 minutes, 5 minutes time. And you haven't done the presentation. Now we don't need the broadcast presentation. We want the presentation broadcast. Yeah. We need to get it done fairly quickly. Okay.
Sorry, Klaus. The first one of these is yours. Don't let that go with it, please.
Got one sorted out. The timekeeper's finished the sheet one before us because there was a bit of a nickel.
You slid through there. Through it, straight across. Get there. It says across that point there.
go 16, well done.